Hi, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen
And boys.
and ladies. We are Kapouricap. This is episode 11,012, something like that.
12!
12 of
12th episode.
Link to the Past. It's looking pretty
And
good.
it's boss time.
Is it really?
Want to see this son of a gun? Here he is!
Oh, God.
And he already hurt me. Great start. You have to hit his tail.
The fiery part of his tail, or?
Yeah. The problem is that if you fall, you're done. And he's bouncy.
Do you have arrows, right?
Arrows don't cut it. You have to hit his tail with your sword.
That's
And he gets
dumb.
faster every time.
Oh, great.
This is one of the toughest bosses of the early stages of the game.
His eyes are just...
And I was like, what's going on? Okay, alright.
Up, up, up. Oh,
And that's what happens.
Okay. Wow, we're going to be here a while.
Now, luckily, this happens. You just go right here, and you zoopity-doop.
Get your hearts
So
full.
I need a good-hearted story.
Good-hearted story.
Just something that's really nice to help me calm my nerves. Just anything. What do you got? Anything, please, anything. Okay, you're not helping.
You ever read the Bible?
I have read the Bible. Not every single page of the Bible, but I've read many parts of the Bible.
There's a part in the Bible where there's this guy, and he's fighting this weird wormy lizard thing with fire tail. Let me tell you.
How's it end?
Well, he doesn't fall through the hole, I know that. The worst part is that there's just a random hole right in the middle.
I know.
Like, that's just obnoxious.
Oh, it is. It's very obnoxious. That was a horrible story, by the way.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It's awesome. Yeah.
Tell me the story about the first time you rode a bike.
First time I rode a bike?
Yeah, that'd be a good start here. Let's
I
hear
can't
that.
say I remember the first time I rode a bike.
You can't.
But I do remember the first time I rode a bike with no training wheels.
Oh, I bet
So-
it's such an awesome feeling because you're a grown up.
Yeah. You feel like a grown up. I was 4 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I had
That's
like,
young, isn't it?
Yeah, very. I had a really small. I actually still have the bike. Really small bike, which is acceptable for a 4-year-old.
Sure.
Um,
All right. That was the one he dies at too.
right. I fell. No, I didn't fall. What did I do? I was riding this beautiful little bike here. And
What color was it?
It was black. It was black bike, the favorite color. And it was great. I was 4 years old, and for my 5th birthday, I got a bigger bike because I was growing a lot.
You're a grown boy.
I was probably about almost 6 feet tall by that time. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a lot of feet.
I was getting bigger, but this bike was too big for me. I was still a small little type, just
Yeah.
doing my thing. And nice. I was like so excited for that. My 5th birthday was awesome. I got my bike, and I used to race RC cars at a dirt track about an hour away from where I live.
Yeah, you told me that. You told me about that.
Yeah, and I used to race a car. It was a car body. I mean, the chassis was whatever. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was Dale Earnhardt, number 3. And this was before he'd passed away. But I had an old body that my dad, painted and everything, and it was all beat up because I run into walls and stuff. And he got me a new body for my 5th birthday. But I also got a new bike. Anyway, back to the bike. Riding my bike down the driveway, probably made it 20 feet and just tipped over. Bye. Like it was so big I couldn't handle it. It was
Right.
awful. It was my first bike with real brakes on it.
Yeah.
So but it had like the back pedal brakes. You pedal backwards to brake.
Oh.
But it also had a front
Those
handbrake.
bothered me. I hated those personally.
It was
Just
weird.
because like when I used to ride bikes, I like to make my feet go backwards, like when I'm going fast,
yeah.
and then I'd always end up braking
Yeah.
when I got a bike or when I had a bike that did that.
Yeah, but then I started doing a paper route with my brother and ended up buying another bike probably when I was like
Sure,
10,
because you didn't always
maybe?
drive to the paper route.
No, I did a paper route for almost.
You're like the stereotypical kid that like.
Yeah, I was. My
There
boss
we
used to
go.
call me All-American Boy because I had a paper route, played baseball. Always,
You were the-
you know,
you're
had a
All-American
girlfriend.
boy.
I don't know.
You know, fuzzy navel. You know everything. The all-American boy, right?
Fuzzy navel.
I don't know.
What's a navel?
Like, isn't it like your belly button area?
I think so.
I thought it was. You're making sure the camera can't see.
Oh
it.
God.
Well, listen, while you got that bike, I got the pendant of wisdom.
Yeah,
Listen.
well, my bike lasted me longer, so whatever.
It's true. Here, you'll like my story. Let's go
I
get
never
Esther's
learned how
story.
to ride a bike.
It's actually kind of, you're not too far off. So,
Really?
yeah, while all the other kids, I'm talking
All of it.
10 years, no, I'm talking 11, 12 years old, knew how to ride their bikes, wanted to go for a bike ride. I first moved to this area from Mazan, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to ride a bike.
Oh, no.
And I always tried to avoid doing bike rides with my friends. Like, I'd always be like, yeah, let's go inside and play games, or let's go run instead, or something, And they're like, well, let's go ride
Go
bikes.
run.
Well, eventually they found out.
Oh,
And
no.
they didn't really, I wasn't really picked on or anything for it, but I thought I have to learn how to ride a bike.
Right.
So, I think I was 12 years old.
Really?
I'm thinking it's time to, I tried many times before, but I couldn't get the hang of it. But I finally did, and you know how like when you first start riding a bike, it's almost impossible to turn, you can only go straight?
Oh, yeah.
For me, it was the opposite. I could only turn. I could only go in one direction, like turning.
Really?
So, but after a good few months of really working hard at it, I finally did it. But I was 12 years old when I learned how to ride a bike.
Wow.
So that was super late, I know. It's crazy.
Like I said, I was 4 when I learned how to ride with no training wheels.
See, you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, a good.
That's pretty young,
A good
too.
8 years ahead of you.
Yeah.
But we used to have like all the kids in our neighborhood would come by, and we had a big yard, and we were next to a church, and when we had our house and a garage, and we would start down the sidewalk, and we would like go down the sidewalk and we'd race 2 bikes at a time. It would be a timed race, and we had like all these kids. We would just
That's awesome.
and we had like competitions and stuff. But this is really hard to see.
Yeah. This
Wow.
is the Lost Woods.
Oh no. Is that the sword over there?
This is it, the master. No, it can't be it. Too bad. It's a tease.
Oh my god.
I got you too.
Yeah. We'd go down the sidewalk, turn into our driveway, and then in between our house and our garage was like a patio. So we'd jump off that patio into the grass, around the garage, back up through the driveway, around the whole house, around the garage, back up through the driveway, and then to where we started. And we'd always do it like when it's raining, and like we had a truck parked out by the garage, so you'd be riding past a truck. So you hop off that patio, and it was probably about 6 inches off the ground. Hop off that patio, land in the wet grass. There's a truck, and the mirror is stuck off the truck like a whole foot. I mean, big mirrors. So that was always something you'd run into. And if it was slippery, there's also a tree we had to go past when we turned around the garage.
Right.
And then back up into the driveway, around the house, and around the garage again. But oh, nice, Master Sword.
We made it.
There it is.
So
I remember one time I hit the mirror with my shoulder while going by it, and also another time in the wet grass, I was turning around the garage and my back end slid and I hit into a tree.
Oh man.
Sideways. It was great, but I was probably a good 5 or 6 years younger than everybody, and I would just race with them.
That's crazy.
was
The
fun.
age is what freaks me out the most about that.
I hung out with kids that were probably 5 or 6 years older than me all the time. Because my brother was 5 years older than me, and most of the kids were his age. And then like there was like 2 kids my age, and like 3 or 4 in between me and my brother, and then like 4 that were my brother's age.
Right.
So we'd all hang out and stuff.
I used to do that too because of my cousins. My cousins had older friends, so I hung out with them a lot.
Yeah.
And so I get that.
We also played capture the flag around the whole town, like our whole.
Like
I live in a small town, so it's not that crazy,
Right.
but yeah.
That sounds. I miss being a kid.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Capo, help! The soldiers are coming to the sanctuary.
Aye, aye.
Well, I think that's gonna be it. We had a nice little story time reminiscing about riding bikes.
Yeah.
Well, him. When you were 4 years old,
I learned how to tie my shoes when I was 4 too.
I was 6. That's also very young for that. Maybe. I don't know.
You were
When you were
probably
4,
6
I
or
was 6
7.
and still didn't even know how to ride a bike when you were getting your training wheels taken off.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, now that I'm embarrassed, I think it's time for us to go. So we've been Kapouricap. Make sure you watch our recap song this week. And that'll be it. So
All right.
we'll see ya.
Bye guys. Bring.